Is your tree a city problem or your problem? Call the wrong number, and you're either waiting a week for a crew that can't legally touch your tree, or paying $1,500 for a service Toronto could have handled free. This 2026 guide shows you exactly when to call 311 and when to hire a private arborist in Toronto and the GTA. 311 handles only city-owned trees on public boulevards, streets, and parks, and response takes 1 to 7 days. A private arborist handles every tree on your property. In Toronto, if the tree is between your fence and the road, it's the city's. If it's inside your lot, it's yours to pay for. Cost difference, $0 from 311 versus $150 to $3,500 from a private crew. But here's the catch: if your tree is dead, dying, or leaning on your house right now, 311 cannot help. They don't do same-day response, they don't issue permits, and they don't produce insurance reports. A private ISA Certified Arborist in Toronto handles Chapter 813 permits, 2-hour emergency dispatch, and documentation that satisfies TD, intact, RBC, and economical insurance. Toronto tree removal is ISA certified, carries